Hernando de Soto. Hernando de Soto began his career in exploration at age 14 when he traveled to the West Indies. Hernando de Soto arrived in the West Indies as a young man and went on to make a fortune in the Central American slave trade. He supplied ships for Francisco Pizarro's southward expedition and ended up accompanying Pizarro in his conquest of Peru in 1532. Seeking greater glory and riches, De Soto embarked on a major expedition in 1538 to conquer Florida for the Spanish crown. He and his men would nearly travel 4,000 miles throughout the region that would become the southeastern United States in search of riches, fighting off Native American attacks along the way. In 1541, De Soto and his men became the first Europeans to encounter the Great Mississippi River and cross it. De Soto died early the next year and was buried in the Grand Mississippi River. Like many of the era's conquistadors, Hernando de Soto was a native of the impoverished Extremadura region of the southwestern Spain. He was born around 1496, and De Soto's family was minor nobility and modest means, and he developed at a very young age dreams to make a fortune in the New World. De Soto earned a fortune from Davila's conquest of Panama and New Guinea, and by 1530 he was the leading slave trader and one of the richest men in New Guinea. In 1531, he joined Francisco Pizarro on an expedition in pursuit of rumors of gold located in the region that is now northwestern Colombia on the Pacific coast. In 1532, De Soto acted as Pizarro's chief lieutenant in former conquest of Peru before Spanish forces defeated the Incas. De Soto became the first European to make contact with the Inca emperor, and when Francisco Pizarro's men captured the emperor, De Soto was among the emperor's closest contacts among the Spaniards. They soon executed the Inca emperor. Though the Incas had assembled a huge ransom in gold, De Soto gained a fortune when the ransom was divided. He was later lieutenant governor of the city of Cuzco and participated in Pizarro's founding of the new capital at Lima. In 1536, De Soto returned to Spain as one of the wealthiest conquistadors. During a brief stay in his home country, he married Davila's daughter and obtained royal commission to conquer and settle in the region known as Florida. De Soto set out from Spain in 1538 with 10 ships and 700 men. After stopping Cuba, the expedition landed at Tampa Bay in May 1539. They moved towards the middle of the United States and eventually set up a camp to survive the winter at a small Indian village near Tennessee. In the spring, though, De Soto led his men north through the Carolinas, guided by Indians whom they took captive along the way. Without success of finding gold, they sought heading back south into Alabama, seeking to ravage with their ships. When they were attacked by an Indian group in the bloody battle that followed, the Spaniards killed hundreds of Indians and suffered severe casualties themselves. After a month's rest, De Soto made the fateful decision to turn northward and head inland. In mid-1541, the Spaniards sighted the Mississippi River. They crossed it and headed into Arkansas and Louisiana, but turned back to Mississippi in 1542. Soon after, De Soto took ill with fever. After his death, his comrades buried his body in the great river, the Mississippi River.